everyone, and welcome to my little corner. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about marriage or mortgage. This new Netflix show helps couples decide whether to spend their whole life savings on an extravagant wedding or a down payment for a house.
It was a no-brainer.
You would think. In every episode, Realtor Nicole shows the couple's houses within their budget, while wedding planner Sarah shows them wedding venues, trying on dresses, tasting food, and a whole lot more of fun ideas to make their wedding memorable and expensive. Getting married and buying a house are very natural and common steps that couples take. The price tag of a wedding in this day and age is absolutely ridiculous. Most of us dream of our perfect fairy tale wedding most of our lives, just to grow up and realize that life isn't a fairy tale and spending thousands in one day is not feasible. The average budget that these couples bring into the show is around $30,000. Think about how long it would take to save $30,000. Maybe years, even decades. Most of us don't even have half of that in our savings account right now. Yet these couples are willing to blow it all on the wedding of their dreams because, as the show's wedding planner Sarah puts it, it sets a foundation for the rest of their lives. I could have a whole segment just to tell you how much that does not make sense. A wedding doesn't set a foundation. A wedding is merely an overblown celebration. You can just pay for your marriage certificate, you can have a super tiny wedding with just you and your spouse, or even just a couple people. There's no need to have an extravagant party where you come in a carriage and you pay dinner to 100 people. I don't even know 100 people. Respect, honesty, and communication are some of the things that I believe are the foundations of a marriage. It is not the wedding. So in the show, Sarah gives couples options when it comes to wedding items. Usually there's an expensive option or a cheaper option, only to give them everything for the same price or half off at the end of the show. Throughout the whole show, she's like, you can have this food truck at your wedding the whole day for say $2,000, and I'm making up numbers here. Or you can have it for 2 to 3 hours and that will cost you $600. And usually a lot of these couples would go for the cheaper option just so they could stay within budget. But at the end of the show, you see it coming because it happens in every single episode. She's just gonna throw it all for the same price or half off, or I talked to so-and-so and they are willing to throw in the veil for free. This is why the show became a little boring for me, because it follows the same exact format and you know exactly what to expect at the end because they do the same thing every single time. This is also one of the reasons why at the end of the episodes a wedding sounds more enticing, because of all the freebies that Sarah throws in. So it makes you feel that you're getting a lot more for what you're paying, even though you're still spending $30,000. On the other hand, a lot of these couples say how they live in a small, cramped up apartment, sometimes with kids, or even live with their parents. So they would like to have a house of their own, and to me, buying a house would definitely be the smart choice and even a potential investment. Although I am very aware that it is very complicated and overwhelming to buy a house here in America. Look, I get it. Not everyone dreams of buying a house. There's many people who prefer to just live in an apartment or what have you, and that's perfectly fine. I just don't think this should be an either-or situation. Whether you don't want a house or you simply don't qualify for one, I still don't think spending your life savings on a wedding is justifiable. Maybe you could use that money to pay your debt or invest or simply keep saving it for a rainy day. There was a couple who chose house and later revealed that they eloped. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. You can have both and still make it special and memorable without having to spend thousands on it. Now, I too have always dreamed of having a fairy tale wedding with a beautiful dress, feeling like a princess, but that was not possible. I got married with all the glitz and glam, and I have a solid marriage. And if given the chance, if I was on the show, I would always pick mortgage, because that's a forever option. It's where we would spend the rest of our lives. To conclude, I love these new soapy reality shows from Netflix, but this one left me with mixed feelings. And this is purely my opinion, and I would love to hear yours. Do you have a different take on the show? Do you disagree with me? I would love to hear it, so please leave a comment down below. So this is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like and make sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!